Hey Pisces, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Pisces, we have the Destroyer, the Shadow, the Fault Line, the Vow, Eros, and the Medallion. Pisces, what's good? Um, I feel like it's just like one thing after another thing, right? Until you feel like, okay, like I have to like move through this. I have to, like, in order to get to a solid foundation, I have to break away with this faulty foundation. And that means that I have to face my shadow. That means that I have to do the dirty work. That means that I am not going to be okay every day. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, it's real. I mean, that's a reality. Like, I know that it's so much more fun to live in our imaginations, and it's so much more fun to just daydream about how wonderful life would be if. But if we don't ever enact the change that is necessary in order to create that dream, all it ever is a dream. And I feel like there's an idea like that it's like, no, like I promised myself that would, like, that my dreams would be my reality, right? And that I would live a life that's passionate and the external represents the internal, right? I just feel like this, no, like I'm representing myself. That feels very powerful, Pisces. I love that for you so fucking much. Because again, my Pisces are so fluid. You guys are so fluid, and you get along with everybody, and you can take an interest in this, and you can take an interest in that, and you can be here and you can be there. And, like, Pisces are just, I love Pisces, but sometimes you struggle with your own identity because you're in everyone else's identity, just experiencing all of the identities because it's fun. No judgment. I get it. Um, But I feel like in that you were coming up to this, but who am I and all of that, right? And feeling like you were separated from the reality of who you are, from all of these, like fantasies that got in the way almost. The Three of Wands and the Star. Well, this is the idea of taking a trip and healing. Um, for some of my Pisces, I feel like you're like, there's almost like this romantic getaway that you're going on. Um, that doesn't have to be like a sexual romantic getaway. It could be that you're taking yourself on a trip and you're like, you know what? I deserve this, and like I fought to get through this, and I need to do this for myself to bring healing to me so that I can create the reality that I want to create and not get in my own way, right? For other of my Pisces, it could be that, like it's a relationship that you've really been struggling with, and, things have been kind of rocky, and it's like, you've really just got to, like understand how to push through those things, and, like not allow for, the difficulties to prevent you from reaching the goal, right? The thing that had you in a state to experience fantasy, because it's fun, right? Like dreaming up of what could be, thinking about all of the, if it's a relationship, like the romance and the passion, and you know what I mean? Like, it's fun to dream about those things, but you want to actually experience them, right? And I feel like that's what you're setting yourself up to do, whether you're there yet or not. I don't know, but that's the direction you seem to be headed, and I love that for you. Strength and Eight of Pentacles, yeah, because it takes some strength to get through the grunt work of creating a reality of the dreams that we have, right? It's not easy. It's not for the weak of heart, and it's not for the weak of spirit. And Pisces, you're not weak. You're just fluid. And as somebody who has a lot of water in my chart, I understand that oftentimes people think that water signs are weak, because there's a level of fluidity and compassion, that, like, and we live in a world that views compassion as a weakness. and it's not a weakness. And so you have to learn how to develop it as a strength in a world that treats it as though it's a weakness. It's not easy. Four of Cups, Four of Wands, Ace of Swords. Well, I mean, it's this idea of lack of, the Four of Wands in this deck is just kind of that idea of like a relationship. For a lot of my Pisces, I do think that maybe there's a relationship that you're calling in. But in order to be solidly like prepared for that relationship, you had to understand, like where it is that you were experiencing the lack as an individual. Because if you bring lack to a relationship, you get lack in return, right? And so you want to come as your strongest self. And standing in the truth of the strength and the healed version of who you are. Feels powerful, Pisces. Dig it. All right, let's do one more card for y'all and we'll call it a read. The Mask and the Venom. Eek. Well, I kind of want to say a lot of that has to do with insecurities, right? When we allow for our insecurities to dictate our behaviors, we project those insecurities onto other people and can become very aggressive with, I don't know why. I don't know. This girl at the gym the other day like attacked me and she was like, you're like, she had her headband down on a mat. I didn't know it was her mat. Like it was a Saturday morning at the gym. You know what I mean? And I just thought maybe it fell off somebody's head. Nobody was there. Like I had walked by numerous times and it was empty. And so I just assumed that it was free and somebody had dropped their headband. So I set it on the windowsill. Was there for about a half an hour before this chick shows up and like goes off on me because I took this mat and I'm literally just sitting there staring at her and she's like, you're a fucking insecure cunt and da 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 da. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, wow. I'm shocked that this person feels so comfortable, like behaving in such a manner. But, like, what do? You're just kind of like, you're in a public space with random people and then shit goes down sometimes. But I feel like there's that idea of like, like that aggressive energy of like attacking people. And when you don't deal with your insecurities, it's harder for you to connect with people. And I feel like you've had a really difficult time connecting with people because you felt a little bit on the insecure side and like you're struggling to push past your inclination to, like attack, because that's not who you are. Not really. Not when you stand in your strength, right? Okay, Pisces, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.